The Pagan World, Ancient Religions Before Christianity. Your lecturer is Hans Friedrich Muller. Dr. Muller is the Thomas Lamont Professor of Ancient and Modern Literature at Union College. He is the editor of an abridged edition of Gibbon's Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire.
My name, through no fault of my own, it was applied to me at birth on November 14th, 1959, in Columbus, Ohio, USA, is Hans Friedrich Otto Müller. I'm also known to former Latin students as Molinarius and to Greek students as Melonikos. Müller, in the original German, Molinarius and Melonikos all mean miller, and I am indeed descended on my father's side from grain merchants, but on my mother's side from Scottish school teachers and Episcopalian priests. My father sold office furniture, I sell dead languages and teach ancient cultures. Are my qualifications, you ask? I see that my students are both inquisitive and particular. I respect that. After graduating from Whitefish Bay High School, I attended Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. But truth be told, after 2 years, I dropped out. Long story. I worked as a security guard, but when I discovered that after memorizing all of...
Why? Excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. Why? Why is it that some of the greatest minds in history, they always get to that point where they like, this ain't working for me. I think I can do better on my own. And just to give you an example of what I mean, Elon Musk was quoted as saying, "You don't need college to be successful. It's just a waste of money." Not only that, Larry Page, I can't remember his partner's name, but those two, after going and getting their degrees, went back a second time, from what I understand, and they quit. At some point, they quit. Went and did them. You do you, man. And thanks to them, we have Google. Some of the greatest minds, some of the most influential people in the world dropped out of college. Maybe not at first. They probably got a degree in something, and when they went out into the world, it's like, this isn't working for me. Yeah, I went and got a degree, but what I'm really passionate about, this is not going to help. So I say that to say, some people will tell you, "Oh, you know what? Why are you sitting around listening to the past? That's in the past. Why?" Because, quite frankly, there are clues in the past that will lead you to a better future. So, yeah, I like to examine the past, find out who did what, and how that will affect my life and the life of those around me. So, this is our second Great Courses audiobook. I'm trying not to mess up Professor Han's name. I think I'll stop right there because I'm seeing what his name is, but I just know I'm going to mess it up. So we'll just call him Professor Hans. Now, let's get into it.
In grammar, I still couldn't read Caesar. I decided that maybe I did need college after all. So I enrolled at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, where I earned BAs in German and classics. Classics or classical philology is the study primarily of Greek and Latin, but also more generally of ancient Mediterranean literature, religion, archaeology, and history. 2 BAs and teaching certification in hand, I taught high school Latin and German for 6 years in Clearwater, Florida, and earned an MA in classics from the University of Florida. Next stop was Chapel Hill, North Carolina, for a PhD in classics at UNC, where in 1994 I finished a dissertation on pre-Christian Roman religion in the age of the Emperor Tiberius. Subsequent stops included the Bavarian Academy of Sciences in Munich, the Florida State University in Tallahassee, the University of Florida in Gainesville, and for the last 15 years, Union College in Schenectady, New York. In short, I've been working in the areas of classics and ancient religion for a long time. And I'm in Rome. We put those religions in their wider cultural context. And thus we begin with Mesopotamia, Egypt, and ancient India, whose religions either directly influenced later Greco-Roman developments, or in the case of ancient India, shared a common linguistic and religious inheritance, which, divergent as the subsequent paths of their religious trajectories may have been, offers fascinating parallels and comparative evidence. We also look from time to time at Celts, Germans, and Persians. As Rome grew to encompass the entire Mediterranean, these diverse peoples and their religious traditions came to inhabit, thanks to Rome's aggressive warfare, a shared cultural space. We will trace some of the oddities that resulted. Mithras, for example, will find his way from Persia, or perhaps India, to Rome and beyond. Egyptian gods will find their way to Britain, and the God of ancient Israel will, in the shape of a new religion, eventually come to conquer the entire Roman Empire and thus extinguish all the many gods and diverse traditions within it. This story, too, the end of Mediterranean paganism, will be part of our story. How to begin? We live in an industrialized world. Most of us live in cities, loud, electrified, concrete, glass, asphalt, cars.
Okay, so excuse me. So I guess we can say he's qualified to teach us, instruct us on the many happenings of religion before Christianity. Now, I'm not saying you got to be a Christian to listen to this. I'm not saying you have to be non-Christian to listen to this. Just have an open mind. And yes, people, I can be sarcastic at times. So get ready. Get ready. Because at some point, he's going to say something and I'm going to say something. But it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun and education. So chill out. Get you a little something to drink. Put your earplugs in or your headphones. And get ready to listen to my thoughts on the pagan world. I'll see you in the next episode.